Hello.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, do
I
it.
thought you said I was going to intro. Hello, everybody. Awkward intro aside, welcome to Lost Cup. Um, as we are joined with Anton, who is after waking up from having a long day yesterday, but not today. He's now awake today. He kind of rolls over, and will probably eventually sit up, wearing the t-shirt and boxers. He puts his little footsies on the ground and reaches over and takes out the packet of Newports, opens one, puts it in his mouth and lights it, and takes that big long drag. So smoke just plumes back out again.
He's interrupted, verily, by a very simple one-word command that goes along the lines of, "Give me one."
You'll just hand the packet over.
And almost in an exact mirror of what Anton's done. Though she doesn't put her feet on the floor. Fuck that. The floor is cold. Nah. Becca rolls up on the other side of the bed, hair everywhere, and just kind of hooks her feet up to sit cross-legged, leaning forward over the edge of the bed so she doesn't I don't know, leave ash on the sheets. And does much the same. So she does reach back briefly as she's pulling everything out of the pack. And she initially tucks the pack over his shoulder. And when he takes it, we'll reach up, ruffle the back of his hair, and then turn around to start her own cigarette.
You look over. You okay?
Yeah, yeah, I'm fine.
Reach over and gently run a hand through her hair as well.
And a shocking change. She actually really doesn't seem to mind. And it turns a glance back. What, do you think I was traumatized forever?
No, just
Grins.
smiles at her, just checking up on you.
Alright.
Just nods. Good.
How about you?
I'll manage.
Eh. Saw that.
What?
I saw that.
What did you see?
That is called non-committal answer.
I have to manage.
Oh, I know.
So, while everyone else gets to have their moments, not saying you, I'm just saying that I need to be stronger for everybody else. I need to be able to cope better.
I'd say coping at all is a pretty good step, but I don't know. You got a mighty fine kind of glance towards the window. Half a day moment.
That
And
was pretty
look,
nice.
house hasn't burnt down.
That was pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. Look up, smiling. Let's be honest, the lion isn't a good feeling to have.
Yes, waking up naturally of your own accord is just a magical process, really.
He's like, oh, you should have been.
You know, you ain't actually on a schedule. You could do that more often.
Some things I can't do, sadly.
Well, it's not like you ain't gonna make up the difference at night.
You do have a point. Smile at her.
She like taps the side of her nose, points back at him like, "Yeah, I know what's up." Essentially.
You seem in better form.
I'm all right.
I'm glad. You seem happier. You will ruffle her, run his hand through her hair again, very softly, like even touching to the point of the back of her neck again, very delicately, very softly.
I'll give you an alertness check.
Sure. Alertness, you say?
Yes.
Sort of
Thanks,
second.
psychic. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do catch it. Yeah, he'll maybe catch that she does flick a glance towards the door, maybe to make sure it's closed, maybe to make sure it's empty. No telling, but she doesn't put the bravado back on just yet. Shrugs. Kind of hit the point of no return, right? And we committed to
What
it,
you mean?
so
What you mean?
I mean this whole thing we got up to yesterday.
I know,
It's all
but
on account of me.
I'm just saying you seem happier. Whatever about what we're doing, it's just you yourself. You just seem happier.
Kind of thoughtfully, like, the lips kind of crack open. She kind of plays with like her canine with her tongue, kind of fiddling with her teeth. Well, there's been a lot of tension, and I've been doing a lot of being concerned. There's still a bunch of punk ass kids. And she reaches over and again, like she twists around much like he's doing because they're like on opposite sides of the bed to reach out. Again, just kind of fondly ruffle the hair. Seeing that y'all got this on lockdown, knowing that we're actually doing it, not just talking about it, it makes a difference.
Were you worried about me then? Since looks over, nobody here.
Of course, I was worried about you. Worried about
Really?
all of you and crazy ass people. But yeah,
My favorite then?
no, probably. Grinning.
Hmm. Been worried about you too.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I know you are. Doesn't stop me from worrying.
What good's that doing you?
It's nice to have someone to worry about.
You seem to have all manner of people to worry about. There's another kind of glance towards the door. This one's not nearly as subtle. It's pretty blatant.
Well, I have, of course, I worry about Heidi, but it is nice to have someone who gets it in a way that Heidi won't get it.
No, no, I get it. Ugh. Slumps over, carefully keeping like the arm off side of the bed since he's got the cigarette, but just bleh. He'll get an idle like just kind of tug on the back of the t-shirt just because she can. from where she's splayed out.
But he will extend his hand slowly and touch her shoulder very softly. You know what I mean? Again, he's always very careful where he touches.
He hasn't managed to set her off yet. He doesn't seem to be starting now.
I was glad you came in last night.
I noticed.
I didn't want to talk about all that went on. I just wanted someone there, you know?
Yeah.
So don't think I'm not trying to talk to you.
Use a shrug. We'll talk about it when you're good and ready.
We've already talked about it. Run a thumb along her shoulder.
I don't seem to remember a lot of talking. Grinning still. Though she does kind of reach up and idly, like, do a similar kind of thing, just up on the arm, however far she can reach from there.
That's the point. Like I said, I didn't want to talk about it. I just wanted someone there.
I ain't gotta talk. No, I'm here. I know. I mean, I suppose I know. I know the closest human equivalent. Go with that.
I didn't scare you, did I?
Anton, by the time I got in there, there wasn't a lot left.
With the other guy. You were there. I heard you.
Shrugs. Only goes to like heave back up so that she can continue smoking without putting ash on the bed.
Don't do that. Tell me.
I'm not scared of you, Anton. Some vicious fucking shit, but I'm not scared of you. Kinda worried about you, but not scared of you.
Why are you worried?
I've seen a lot of people do a lot of shit. It's pretty vicious. It's pretty fucking cold.
I know. I know. But I don't regret it. I'm not going to. Not after what I saw they did to that girl.
She kind of
Not
squints thoughtfully.
not after what they tried to do to you.
I gotcha. I don't expect you to regret it.
That's why I was worried about you. Not just because you get hurt, because what I would do if I had lost you. Not out of grief. What would happen after? And who would be there after?
Oh, did Suzanne up and disappear?
No. I think if I lost you and Suzanne, I'd I'd only have the hunt left.
I ain't going nowhere.
I know. Doesn't mean I don't worry.
You can save yourself some sweat on this one. Oh, man.
You'll look over. You know I'm not going to. Because while everyone else can sit down and talk and stand off each other and do whatever, this right here, this is about as close as I'm going to come to talking about it. No lies, no masks, no bullshit.
She takes up a thoughtful expression for a couple moments. Takes another pull off the cigarette and finally starts kind of moving and squirming and hopping her way around on the bed. It's lazy, or it might be smoother, but there's some moving around, and she'll finally end up in a drape against his back, like her legs out to either side of his, her arm over his shoulder, her chin over the other one, because that way she can still lean over him and smoke. Glances over that whole like couple inches separating them.
Gives a little smirk on his face. So I take it we're serious then.
How serious you expecting it to be?
How serious do you want it to be?
I trust you enough not to bullshit you.
I'm the same. And I have to lie to Susie to keep her safe. I don't lie to you.
Good. Found out I'd punch you. Takes another idle will drag
Probably.
that much closer to killing the cigarette. She just gives him that little sly, like, corner of the eye look, like, I'd do it too.
They just smirk, probably. But I don't gotta pretend to be coping or, you know? So, that's how serious I am.
Then why bother putting a word on it, a label on it?
Maybe I'm just being an ordinary teenager. We're all about labels. It's kind of what we do. So it actually mind grin.
That's fucked up.
I mean, you see how it is. Labels are kind of our thing.
What does your label say?
It's complicated, I would imagine.
That's a good way to put it.
I was just curious, that's all.
Why, you want me to put down my manhunting ways? Kind of grins over, because, I mean, let's face it. What time has she had to do any of that between the house and the garage?
Do you want to do that?
I don't know. I ain't been tempted yet.
Oh, just nods.
I don't suppose I'm gonna go be picking up boys. Anywho, considering where they could tie back at this point.
I mean, there's the guys here.
There's the side glance. Like, really?
Spreads his hands. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure if Sage tried to come on to me with that big dopey face.
Stars.
Yeah, for one, I don't think he's got the balls. And for two, he has his eyes set on a blonde,
He does.
apparently.
He
So,
does. I honestly thought it was Abby.
shrugs. They get along.
What about Bill?
You think Bill is crazy enough to hop into bed with something that looks like me?
Shrugs. I never really know with Bill.
Kind of turns to look. Would you care if I did?
You want the truth?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll probably end up punching him. And then walking out. Wouldn't shout, scream, or yell. I'd just probably kick him really fucking hard in the dick or something. Wouldn't say why.
Such a boy. Ruffles his hair again. Very fondly. Still, planted right up against his back.
Just don't know why. I just,
That doesn't seem a little one-sided to you, considering?
Yeah, I know it's hypocritical. Eden chuckles. I know it is. That's the funny thing about it. That's what makes it so fucking funny.
Hmm.
Maybe I'm just that attached. Who knows?
Oh, well, that ain't healthy.
Nope, probably not.
I hear I'm a total slut. Grin.
Look over and kind of give her a look like, oh, look at fucking me. You know what I mean? Like that type of look.
Going getting mixed up with bad girls? Anton, how far you have fallen.
Like I said, made some bad decisions too.
She finally just kind of like lazily loops up the one arm that's draped over his shoulder so it like hitches onto the other one. It's almost like a hug. It may or may not just be kind of a around the shoulders type hug.
But one of those was not one of those bad decisions. Is smiles. Well, it's a very good one. I was meeting you.
Oh, meeting me wasn't the part where you fucked up.
What was that part then?
Probably the part where you let me bully you into fucking me on the garage.
No, I don't regret that for a second.
Grinning.
That wasn't a bad decision.
Took what? 3 tries?
Yep.
Unheard of.
Oh, well, I had to make sure I wasn't some fuckboy. Smirking.
Gotta admit, you're the first person to slip out from under my hands voluntarily. Getting thumped against the wall. Twice, no less.
Just that skilled.
One might even think you didn't want it.
Leans down and pecks the top of her forehead. Nah, I just have to play the game right.
You expect me to change?
No?
Okay.
Are you wanting me to change?
Nah.
What's that mean?
So nah. This means no.
Oh, just sounded like you were just scared to that. You said meh.
No.
But no, I don't want you to change.
Good. Then we should be fine.
Well, there you go then. I might be invited over to dinner with your pops then as he's standing up pulling on his jeans.
Just for fun, she'll wrestle him for like half a second. Like, try to hold him down there with her just because she's already got the arm around him.
I mean,
Just to have like enough to force him to flop back and try again.
I mean, he flops. Honestly, he's just like the bed so comfy.
She's still like plopped around him on the sit, grinning. You already come over whenever the hell you want.
I know, but there is a difference, and you know there is.
I ain't planning to change. So don't you worry about it. I'm not in the
mean,
habit of bringing boys
would
home to daddy.
would it be nice? Smiling.
You've already seen more of my pops than most of the men that I bother to play with do.
All right, all right. I'm teasing you.
Good. Turns in kind of like plants a teasing, like kind of little kiss on the side of his head. Finally, like loosens up the arm in case he does actually want to get up.
So what you want to do today?
Oh, a goddamn thing. Eventually gonna have to replace that gun. Probably go back home at some point and get some more ammo.
Mm-hmm.
But I ain't in a rush.
Okay. Should probably make sure Heidi hasn't uh, completely lost her head. And then I should probably check on Susie. And I gotta give that girl a call.
What exactly is the deal with Heidi?
What do you mean?
I mean, I was around.
Mm-hmm. Well, what do you want to know?
How many women you getting in this deep with?
Heidi's different. I saved her life, and if I wasn't there, Heidi wouldn't last. I have kept Heidi safe, and I'll keep keeping her safe because she's my one link to what I am. And she was the first person before you, before anybody, that understood what it was.
All right. I ain't judging. I'm just trying to figure it out.
I took a burden on for Heidi that most would never even want to do. Heidi and I are just two people just trying to make it. We ain't leaving each other.
All right.
You know what? It feels good to actually have someone who you can know you saved.
It does.
So that's me and Heidi.
Okay.
Is that a problem?
No, like I said, I ain't judging.
Why ask?
Just trying to put together how soon it'll take for you to hit critical mass. Trying to keep up with all these people. You called me about that girl. Said you're in too deep.
Maybe I already hit critical mass when I caved that guy's skull in. Maybe I just hit it and kept going.
That was some shit.
They hurt her.
Not bad.
When the makeup went away, her face was inflated. Her ribs were cracked and there was internal bleeding. She could barely stand and she was passing out.
Hmm.
She was keeping in the dark so I couldn't see her face.
And she said he did it?
A creepy guy with slicked back hair and a bunch of his friends. That guy started hesitating and jittering, and even Penny saw something.
Shrugs.
I assumed. And you know what? Even if he didn't do it, he knew something, so fuck him.
Oh, and he's lucky you got to him first.
Would you have done worse than me?
Oh, I don't kill people off the bat for shit like that, no. No, I keep them around for a minute. Use them like a fucking punching bag.
Funny. That's the second guy I've killed because they hurt her. First guy tried it as well, and I came up behind him. Well, we took him out to the.
Oh, I remember that guy. Ugh. Nasty fucking shit, man. A lot of the people in this are garbage.
That's fine. I know what
On
I'm
the
getting
lower
into.
levels. Little soft ones like your girl there.
They get eaten up fast.
Yeah.
Like I said, even kept you safe when someone hurt you. I'll make the tough choices.
I don't know.
Sorry if I'm freaking you all out with my temper kicking off.
It's a hell of a thing. Thankfully, this ain't my first rodeo.
I'm probably scared of the others, I imagine.
Probably.
Oh, well, I don't think much of them like me much anyway.
Yeah, after all, you only traipse around the entire fucking house trying to put them back together.
Yeah.
I like you
Smirking.
fine, Anton.
Better? I don't think the other ones do, though. I doubt Abigail likes me. I've been pretty much a bastard to her since he came. He'll shake his head.
What the hell are you doing that for?
She's not gonna make it.
Kind of like nudges him forward by the back of the head. Finally moves to sit next to him.
She's not gonna make it if I don't.
She ain't gonna stick around if you do.
She'll stick around. Because she'll have someone to hate and motivate herself to prove wrong.
You think that little cream puff can hate?
Yeah. I'm teaching her to.
Fuck of a way to do it, Anton.
It is.
You really want to share your house with someone that hates you?
I'd rather them hate me and be alive than love me and be dead.
Well, you could, I don't know. I'm one of those places with those fucking boogeymen in it. Take her there. Make sure she doesn't die.
Afterwards, when she finally gets to that point where she says it to me, I'll take her there. And then
Says
she'll
what?
understand. You'll know when. And she starts denying things and shouting at me, and there comes a point. And then I'll take her out. And we'll go see a Bane. See what it does to people. How it eats someone from the inside.
You don't believe in that whole start with bringing back something half broken like a fucking cat does, do you?
I didn't have time. I didn't have time to do that.
She ain't you?
No. But to make it out here, she's gonna have to be something like me.
You know, if you break that girl, I'm gonna have to break your jaw on principle.
I'm not gonna break her.
You go showing her shit like that off the bat? Yeah. Yeah, you are.
Well, they showed me shit off the bat like that, Becca.
I
I didn't
said,
have you or Heidi, or Susie, or Bill, or any of these people. It was just me.
she like reaches over and I mean it's not forcefully, but she reaches over to take a hold of his chin, try to spin him around, like get him properly eye to eye. She ain't strong like you, Anton.
I'm not strong.
A bullshit thing to say after what you just said.
What you mean?
What, you think I only like you because I like your hair? She actually kind of like tips his chin down and like thoughtfully squints at his head for a second before tipping his face back up. What are you overdue for a haircut?
It's gotten shaggy.
She grins.
I'm not strong.
You did see all that. Yeah?
Yeah.
You still got your whole brain in there? You hearing voices?
No.
All right. Shrink the character, Anton. Some people can handle that shit. Some people can't. Seen what happens when you try to throw people in the deep end of the pool. They ain't ready. It ain't good.
She'll never be ready if she doesn't see it.
Doesn't mean you have to start by throwing her in the deep end with no fucking
Like I said,
floaties.
I'm getting her to a point.
Making
Whoa.
her mad and then doing it.
It's not making her mad.
Making her think that you aren't someone she can trust and then taking her somewhere like that.
She won't get it, Becca. She hasn't killed someone yet.
Okay?
You don't get it. Penny gets it. I can already see it. She gets it. Bill, to a certain extent, yeah, he gets it. And Sage is too fucking damaged to try and fucking realize he gets it and is trying to pick back the pieces.
He killed anyone?
He's killed the wormish creatures. That's probably the first. He refused to kill the one. Jane did it.
Okay.
Jane. Jane. Oh, well. Jane hates herself as much as she hates everything else. And Jane is scared because Jane doesn't want to know what she is because she's probably scared of who and what she is. It's easier to lash out at people when you're scared. But Abigail won't get it till she takes a life.
Why don't you start her with fucking monsters? Things that she knows are bad. Things you can tell looking at them are bad. You don't need to give like she again like reaches up for the chin, just touching the corners of it, not grabbing. Just you don't need trauma to learn.
Pain is a learning process, Becca.
Learning from pain that you got teaches you how to not do that thing again. Putting pain on someone that don't need it though, that just teaches them that you're where the pain comes from.
Don't need it.
Burks a brow.
Becca, there was things out there. That thing that's up there in that fucking compound. They ain't gonna wait for her to be ready.
So make her ready.
I'm trying.
Playing an awful long game for someone who's worried about time.
Yeah, well, fuck. Maybe I just rubbed his face.
You don't need to teach her to hate you first. Hell, I'll go with you again. I don't give a shit.
What you mean?
Show her the shit. Let her kill something. Kill something she knows is wrong. Doesn't have to have a human face. But you need to be there as someone who is a backup, not someone who's throwing her into a pit fight.
Again, I have to carry every fucking body. Shakes his head and stands up.
But you guys gonna have to kill that shit anyway?
Yeah,
How's it carrying?
I'll end up having to carry her. Or I'll have Sage crawling up my fucking ass about it.
It's almost like he gives a shit.
It's almost like he should back off.
Anton.
No. I heard his little quip about my family.
What quip about your family?
We were down in the tunnels and he said something. I didn't hit him, but I know his attitude. Oh, we get it. You have family problems. He licks his lip. It's that breath.
Yeah, her lips stiffen into a bit of a line.
This family of mine keeps a lot of secrets, ones that I didn't know about. And this family of mine has done things, both the human and the werewolf. I'm realizing
Things like what?
there's something down in the. If you go, there's a secret passageway. There's something down there. Something bad that they've been keeping locked up.
It's
If
still
we let
down
it out.
there?
Yeah,
The fuck is it?
I don't know and I'm not supposed to know. It's being kept in by some spiritual wards type thing. If we let it out, it will probably kill everything.
Okay, so step one, let's not do that.
That's Bobby wants to go exploring down there, and I don't know what's down there. And I try to tell them that, but I have family issues, you know?
The thing locked up good? She got any way to let it out?
Who knows?
Does she even want to let it out?
No, but you know what happens when someone bumble fucks around and they don't know what they're doing.
She finally kind of heaves a helpless shrug. I don't fucking know, man. All I know is that thing's been down there, what, 100 fucking years?
Maybe more.
Seems to be held in pretty good. There's that.
Like I said, there's a lot I don't know. But it's fine.
I mean, at least you know it's down there.
Yeah. Like I said, don't mind me. I'm just.
Didn't sign up to play leader to a bunch of teenage werewolves.
Didn't sign up for a lot of things.
She proceeds to reach out and just kind of like delicately pick up his arm and put herself under it. There you go. Good job. And, slings the other arm. Well, slings her arm around his waist. Pulls inside to side pretty close.
Is it bad that I feel guilty?
Depends on what for.
He can't look at her. I shouldn't talk to you about this.
That shit happened before.
shouldn't talk to you about this. It's not fair on you.
And she shakes her head. Happened.
Still not fair on you.
Still happened, Anton.
I know it. I know it did. I don't want to hurt you.
It's done and over.
A lot of things I feel guilty about it.
Pretty sure all of us that was there that night is blaming ourselves.
I mean, Susie doesn't know.
She kind of shoots a skeptical side glance.
She only knows vague bits.
Well, if she knew, she'd be beating herself up too.
I know she would, so I didn't tell her. Heidi has no idea.
Of course she doesn't.
How could I look at my mom, you know? My sister, my brother. I had to walk in that house and pretend like everything was fine.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be talking to you about this. It's not fair.
Life ain't fair.
It's still not fair on you. Jesus. Like I said, I just feel guilty about a lot of things that went on. I let you get hurt and
You didn't let shit.
I took my eye off the fucking ball, okay?
The day you honestly believe I can't handle one normal drunk motherfucker.
I shouldn't have went home to drop them off. I just should have stayed.
And I should have put him through a wall.
I know.
Well, that ain't how it happened.
I know.
He'll finally just kind of idly feel the hand wrapped around, curled around his side, start rubbing lightly up and down.
Just was so focused on making sure you were alright, and I went right up that drive with Bill. I didn't even think to question him. I just pulled the razor wire as hard as I could and closed my eyes.
Fucked up thing to have to do.
Bill looked at me as if I was some sort of monster then.
It's fucking scary, Anton. It's just people. Even I'm harder than Bill. Probably ain't never seen anything like that before.
I had never had either. I had seen The Godfather once, and they did that. You know?
She, like, you keep talking. She slowly, like, carefully slides the arm up from behind, drops yours from around her shoulders, and goes to, like, no shit, just kind of tuck you in, like, up on her shoulder.
Did you ever see that bit where guy Luca Brasi, he's like Don Corleone's like main guy, and they goes to try and infiltrate and grabbing him and straight with the razor wire. And I thought that if you just do the same, it'll be so fucking fast.
I ain't never like it is in the movies.
I didn't realize there'd be so much blood after.
Starts hardly rubbing the arm. Still has him tucked in against her.
He was looking at me when it happened, like as he lay there. I was so angry that I just snarled at him, but he was so fucking frightened at the end.
Yeah.
That girl that came out after him, she seemed so happy.
What girl?
Waitress. He'd been seeing her up there.
She doesn't shudder, but there's still just that kind of brief kind of ring of tension, just like the it goes as quickly as it comes, but it's just one of those things where the thought makes her skin crawl.
She couldn't be much older than my mom. Maybe just like a few years younger.
You have any idea what he was doing?
Dating. That was the reason why he went outside. Bill started flirting with her. And he got jealous. And that's when I came up behind him.
I don't know what to tell you.
That day in the diner, just before it happened, I told him that his mom wanted nothing to do with him and all that. I know all the things that happened, but even if they didn't, that was his first reaction.
Kind of shoots him the glance.
He gave up. And that the worm come into him. And then the second it happened, maybe he was self-aware, maybe not, went to a different state to start again. With some woman in a fucking diner.
The best Becca can give is kind of a helpless shrug, though she's still got him cradled in against her side. Look, man, we don't know what the fuck happened in his head.
Why did he hate us that much?
You have any idea how long that thing was in him?
When he went to the rehab area.
So for all we know, everything that happened after that.
That was my fault he went there. I beat the shit out of him.
You wanted him to get better.
He smacked my mom. She looked exactly like that girl did. Same exact movement.
I don't know. Like I said, it's like a switch flipped.
I think he always hated us. Deep down.
Why would he hate you?
I don't know. I think he did. So my sister doesn't think she's good enough for anyone anymore. That's why I am the way I am.
There ain't nothing wrong with you, Anton.
Well, there's plenty wrong with me.
You're just surviving. Some people do a lot worse than just survive.
Yeah.
You ever killed anyone for fun? Or just because you thought they were a threat? Because you
They
knew
were
they
a
were a
threat.
threat.
They were a threat. What I perceived, what I know is a threat.
Okay? But you're surviving. I remember the first time I had to kill someone. It's just some fucked up shit. You always make that mistake the first time. You always look down at their face. You always think it's gonna be like in the movies. It's not.
Hmm.
Mine was just to get into a fucking gang. We could stay in the fucking city and do our shit. Guy wasn't even a fucking threat.
You were desperate.
He was crying. And I thought it's real easy. You just shoot him right there somewhere in the middle. She even like picks up a hand and just gestures like central body mass on herself. It's like in the movies. They just go over, you hit an organ, it's done. That ain't how it went down.
Hmm.
I can sit back and tell myself, they said if it wasn't me, it would have been one of them. Don't make it feel better. He's the one I can't sleep over.
Just plants a very gentle kiss on the side of her cheek.
There's an odd bit of emotion kind of floats across her features, but she nonetheless, brings the hand up that's been curled around him, ruffles the hair again, kind of combs it back from his face. It's just some fucked up shit. Sometimes you gotta do fucked up shit to live.
I don't know.
And yeah, there's multiple ways to crack someone into a gang, but these people are your crew. You gotta learn to take care of each other.
I have a hard time doing that.
Been doing better than some of them. I can get Jane to come outside to work on the car, work on her bike.
Oh well, maybe I'll take her out to a fucking music store and see what she actually likes for a change.
Do it.
I'm
I'll bring
trying.
over the little crap TVs. We'll lift it off someone and start bringing in DVDs. But she needs to fucking talk. She needs to talk to someone besides you and me.
Well, I think you and me is a good start.
I like to think so.
Smiles. So I take it we're mom and dad of this group then.
Oh yeah.
Looks over with a spark on his face.
Can lay down the law with the best of them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need no fucking sandal.
I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking.
If it's let's make a baby, I'm gonna punch you.
No, something else.
She kind of smirks over. Is it a MILF joke?
Maybe. It was more, you can call me daddy if you want. Smile.
Is that
Smirking.
so? Maybe I'll make you call me mommy.
Kind of leads back a bit. You know what I mean?
That's what I fucking thought.
I mean, not expecting such an aggressive response, but that's fine.
You even know me?
I'd like to think I'm getting to know you.
That was a bit of a grin. It's only a show
I
for the
hope.
kids. It's fine.
I mean, it's nice to see that you're not playing the bravado on 24/7.
Thinking about ratcheting it down to 23 and a half.
That would be nice. It's nice to have this little half hour with you.
Yeah. Ain't bad.
It's nice.
No, a lot of practice keeping the quills up.
Well, this is why I wanted you to stay.
Kind of shoots a wry little glance over. Lucky you.
If you got a pair of scissors, I don't mind you cutting my hair.
Pops would probably be better at it.
I don't mind you doing it.
By the time I'm done, you might just need a fucking buzzer.
Just don't take too much off.
Let's see what I can do.
Besides, smile. I'm trusting you with that.
You are making a mistake. Better off trusting me with your car. Grinning.
Just keeps hold of her hand, staring at her.
What?
Nothing.
There is the brief and very telling motion as she like brings up the other hand and like combs it back through the hair. Like kind of just make sure it's all down on her head where it's supposed to be and not like off at some bed head angle. What?
Nothing. Nothing.
You making them mommy daddy eyes?
I'm not making anything. Those eyes.
Oh yeah?
Well, not yet.
Then what you looking so hard for?
What am I what?
What are you looking so hard for?
I like looking at you.
Oh, that's an acceptable answer. I'll take it.
I was gonna ask you something, but
What?
well, I know you're into stealing cars and doing all your, you know what I mean? I get that. Let me take you out.
Out where?
Somewhere nice.
I don't know, Anton. Last time I went out didn't go so hot.
Us two getting a meal. It's far more fucking different at a steakhouse than us rolling out. And it'll be in Natural Bridge, not Roanoke, not any of these places. There's a really good fucking steakhouse here. It's fucking great. It's not some hoity-toity dinner.
Hmm.
It's a fucking steakhouse.
All right. You know what? I can make for that.
And you can eat all the big fucking meat you want.
I fucking will.
There you go then. What are you so nervous about? That's quite genuinely like holding her hand.
You know what? If you really want to ply her with it, give me that I'll say either charisma, empathy, or expression.
I'll go with empathy. It's the higher dice pool. Yeah, let me see.
Be relatable.
I'll be that relatable. Finger snap. Yeah. No, come on. Scroll down. 420. Grrr.
Hmm.
There you go. Yeah, I'm empathy. I'll go with that one.
No, there
Three.
goes. There is a pause and some measuring. And there's some of the telltale kind of, the idle shrug as she we'll say like glances away to reach for the pack of cigarettes. I just don't want to put on a dress again.
I wasn't asking you to.
Is that nice?
Yeah, you kiss her hand. A jeans and a t-shirt or whatever tank top you want to wear. It's just as nice as a dress.
Yeah, I got you.
Somewhere, somewhere nice means it's just us two shooting the shit, eating a fuck ton of meat, probably getting really, really maybe. Well, then some one of us will need to drive home, so one of us, probably you, can get drunk and relax. I'm not asking you to put on a dress. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay.
No,
I'm glad.
steakhouse.
I'm glad you told me.
She again kind of tries to shrug it off, make light of it, kind of.
Becca, I'm glad you told me.
Yeah.
It'll be his turn to turn the lightly touch the chin so that like it turns to look at him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, with a light enough touch, you can do it.
I'm glad. I'm glad you're open with me. And you trusted me enough to say it.
There's a soft nod. She finally kind of that tiny bit of deflate, like relaxes a little bit. The eyes flit down for a second, but I flick back up pretty quick like. And a thing I like to do. But
You went really quiet. I actually couldn't catch that.
she's just kind of like it ain't a thing I normally like to do.
Okay.
But yeah. I mean, proved you're not fucking around, you're not joking, you're not saying some shit not knowing what it means. So yeah.
Yeah. Do me one thing though.
What's that?
Put a flower in your hair when you come.
He's gonna give Sage all kinds of delusions like that. Kind of
No,
grins.
it's because you like it. And honestly, you look beautiful when you do it.
I guess I can give one girly concession just for you.
Just gives like the thank you. You know that kind of that type of thing. It's taking the piss.
Just kind of got a light grin.
Just thought, you know what? You may not be the most romantic, but me, I got a touch of it every now and again.
Yeah, you ain't bad.
Like I said, you show it every now and again. It's adorable.
I don't know what you're talking about. I keep that shit under lock and key.
Yeah, but we're not keeping under lock and key at the minute. This is weird bonding hour that we're totally not talking about when we leave this room.
Okay, fair.
I think
Okay, so maybe I like the hair flyer.
I'm glad you do.
Just a
I was,
little.
I was hoping you would.
Grenade.
Like I said, kind of, sits beside her, staring out. I'm pretty attached.
Finally lights up the cigarette and pulls a drag off it and offers it over. Man, at this rate, you're gonna have a woman in all 50 states.
Probably takes a drag, but look over. I need you just as much as they need me.
Well, it's nice to be wanted. She grins again,
Yeah,
leans over. Finally, again, kind of pulls him in. This time gives him actually a very soft little kiss on the cheek. You ain't half bad yourself.
yeah.
She kind
You
of
look
gives him a bit of a squint.
nothing. Just smile.
You sure?
Like I said, just smile softly. It's kind of playful. It's why I say things to you like this in private, because I won't say them anywhere else.
Oh, then if we're getting real risque. Judah leans over, like mock alluringly kind of thing, drapes the arm around him. Does the finger play across his shoulders even. I'm kind of stuck on you too.
You are?
Yeah.
Why?
Kind of hard to put a finger on. Most of it. But you ain't full of shit. When you make a promise, you know what you're promising.
The other?
Still the only motherfucker to duck me twice on a fucking wall pin.
Yeah.
Man, hard to get. Apparently gets me going. Shakes her head and like as if she's ashamed of herself.
I'm glad you're stuck on me.
Don't let me regret it. Taps the end of his nose.
Trying not to.
Good.
I think that's pretty obvious as he's standing up very slowly.
Yeah, she'll let him get up.
Besides, look over. I'm waiting on you to break my heart.
I'll add it to the list.
Don't. It's so soft, you know what I mean?
She'll actually reach out to snag his hand. Gotta
You
kind
take.
of slowly draw him back in.
He walks over very slowly. Don't. I think I could take that.
I mean, it's lower on the list than your collarbone. Teasingly.
Yeah.
I'm fucking around.
Okay.
She'll finally, with a surprising gingerness, for Becca at least, and then to give him a very soft, very sweet kiss on the lips.
He reciprocates very gently, and we'll just hold on to her, both her hands afterwards. Thanks for taking care of me.
Took care of me first.
You know what? Didn't look over his shoulder. I imagine he hears Heidi pitter-pattering around, humming
Um,
and doing her shit.
I mean, yeah, she's doing her shit around the house like she always does. She's probably painting in one of the rooms again.
I think the world out there can wait for another little while. She goes back and lies down on the bed.
No, I figure you're right. Then as she climbs over him, kind of melodramatically, even climbs over him to flop alongside. Eventually, we're going to have to leave the room, or one of us is going to have to eat the other.
Yeah, we'll work on that.
And she'll actually nestle up with him pretty close like again. Walls haven't slammed up yet.
Do you want to end it there, Katie?
I do.